battling pollution in the Philippines' largest lake. Why is Laguna de Bay polluted? There are nearly 300 chemical and industrial plants in the Laguna region whose untreated, often highly toxic, waste flow into the lake. However, the largest single source of pollution in Laguna de Bay comes from animal and domestic waste. What are the environmental issues found in Laguna Lake? Studies point to the pollution as one of the threats affecting the condition of Laguna Lake. The current poor water quality in the lake was found to be due to unsustainable aquaculture practices and discharge from polluted creeks and rivers. How did Laguna deteriorate? The water quality in Laguna Lake has seriously deteriorated due to the population from effluents from chemical industries, agricultural households, discharges, and soil erosion. A study entitled Environmental Risk to Food and Health Security in the Laguna Watershed said, what happened to the Laguna de Bay? The lake is dying. Urbanization, industrial development, and deforestation of its watershed have extremely stressed the ecosystem, which urgently needs rehabilitation. Last year, Maricar Kinko, a news correspondent, wrote about pollution, squatting, and industries as major factors that hasten the death of Laguna de Bay. How did Laguna de Bay become polluted? Most of the pollution was from land-based human activities, including the discharge of municipal, industrial, and agricultural waste, land runoff, and atmospheric deposition. The pictures comes from in the Manila, Philippines. UN Environment and the Global Environment Facilities are working together to reduce the impact of nutrient pollution on waterways and ecosystem. Serious pollution in the lake next to the mega city of Manila is forcing a rethink by developing planners to protect water quality and fish stocks. Laguna de Bay is the Philippines' largest lake and supplies Metro Manila's 16 million people with a third of their fish. It also supports agriculture, industry, and hydropower generation, and is a welcome gateway for rest and recreation for many Filipinos. Millions more live around its 285-kilometer shoreline. But the lake's importance has placed it in peril from a host of problems, including pollution from untreated sewage and industrial waste, overfishing, and the sedimentation and illegal reclamation that are eroding its capacity. A recent assessment from the Laguna Lake Development Authority gave the lake an overall ranking of C for water quality and F for fishery. Environmental threats have sparked repeated attempts to clean up the lakes and ease the pressure on its overstretched ecosystem so that it continues to deliver its benefits to a growing human population. Nutrient pollution is a major concern. Nutrients such as nitrogen and phosphorus can result in the eutrophication or over-enrichment of a water body, triggering dense plant growth and the death of animal life from lack of oxygen. There have been numerous reports of fish die-offs in Laguna de Bay. Key sources of nutrients include runoff from farmland treated with fertilizers as well as detergent and untreated sewage in domestic wastewater. UN Environment has been studying concentration of nitrogen in the lake as well as nutrients entering Manila de Bay to the west of the city as part of the Global Nutrient Cycle Project. The project, funded by the Global Environment Facility, is developing policies and practices to reduce the impact of nutrients in ecosystems. Project leaders and local partners presented policy recommendations to the governors of the provinces around the lake and Manila Bay in March 2017. The recommendations include greater investment in improved land management practices, a phosphate detergent ban, and caps in total amount of nitrogen and phosphorus that can be released from discharge point. The remarkable aspects about the work being done to address population in the lake is that it is powered by citizen action that has been supported at the highest decision-making levels through a ruling by the Supreme Court of the Philippines in 2018 that mandated the cleanup of Manila de Bay and coastal areas, including Laguna de Bay, says UN environmental ecosystem expert Christopher Cox. UN Environment has been contributing to these efforts to beat population through the Global Nutrient Cycle Project. Satellite image from May 2016 showing Manila de Bay on left and the much shallower and hence lighter colored the Laguna de Bay on the right with black plumes of pollution at the mouth of the Taguig and Pasig rivers and elsewhere. Copyright from European Space Agency. The Laguna Lake Development Authority is the principal body working towards the sound ecological governance and sustainable development of the lake. The authority grew up a 10-year master plan in 2016. Education is an important part of its work. The authority has a partnership with the Society for the Conservation of the Philippines Wetlands and Unilever Philippines called CLEAR, Conservation of Laguna de Bays and Environment and Resources. The partnership has conducted 16 ecological camps benefit students from 100 high schools and 13 lakeside municipalities, where children learn to value Laguna de Bay. Government agencies have decided that for fishing to be more sustainable, some of the vast fish pens in the lake should be dismantled. In July, the authority reportedly halved the maximum pen size to 25 hectares in a drive to cut the total area by one-third from the current 13,000 to 14,000 hectares. Over the past few months, hundreds of the large fish pens have been removed amid an ongoing debate about the local fishery industry, a key source of an income for the many people. In January, the government declared a 1-year moratorium on the issuance of permit for the fish pens in the lake. That's all. Thank you.